Hey guys, so welcome again back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. Come in. I'm super excited for today's topic. Essentially, the month of December and like the last few weeks, really taking the time out to, reflect on 2021. And I think all my content is going to be really around this theme of reflecting, preparing, and making sure that 2022 is, a great year. Looking back and reflecting from the lessons of 2021. Today's video is going to be focused around 3 strategies which I find super helpful when it comes to like planning and making sure that everything is in order. And I think these are great tips or just great suggestions for when it comes to making sure that the next year, 2022, or to be honest, whenever you're watching this, because some people may be watching this like mid-year or like in another year, but like this is strategies that you can use to really improve your life and help with like time management as well as planning. So let's get right into this. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment if you find like anything useful. So if you watched my previous video on like how to make 2022 a year to remember, you will know that the first point I mentioned, which I like constantly always bang on about with everyone, is the importance of planning and strategy. I'm such a big planner. I love to plan. Why I started actually selling my itineraries and just in general with the work I do with my organization, the US program, that involves a lot of planning, and just having different things going on. I can't stress the importance of knowing like where all my time goes, because if not, things will not happen efficiently. And I've definitely picked up some strategies along the way that have been a real game changer that I would love to share. And I think if you apply these in whatever manner, it may be all 3, it may be 1, it may be 2, it may be none. If it's none, tell me why. I'm sure that this will be able to really change the way you work. I'm going to break it down mainly into 2 groups. So we'll be looking at physical products that I use that are helpful when it comes to planning and strategy, and then we'll also look at digital products as well. So when it actually comes to physical products, I am a huge fan of this. I actually have this huge collection with me. I'm just gonna go and get it. Oops, it's literally falling off. So I have all my diaries from 2018 with me. So this is my life. Like I said, I'm a planner. I need everything to be in one space. So I'm gonna get my most recent, it's so heavy. I'm gonna get my most recent diary. Like everyone that knows me knows wherever I go, my diaries are with me, whether it's holiday, whether it's at home. If literally, I probably could go without my phone. I can't go without my diary at all. I use it every single day and it's just helpful. When you have those questionnaires where it says name 3 things, name 2 items that you have to take with you, like you're going to a deserted island, or if you get lost in a deserted island, my diary, literally my diary and my phone will be, because this has everything in it. I normally use the Ryman's page a day diary, because I just find them super helpful and loads of space to use. And I've been using this since 2018. As you can see, normally just always go for a black hardback. So essentially, if you do want to use a page a day of you diary, which I absolutely love, I will take the approach, normally use Sunday as your reset day. So take half an hour every Sunday towards the end of the day. I think is the best time, because that's when you're most likely to be free, relaxed, and in a space where you can just really reflect. I would plan for the week ahead by just asking myself these few questions. What does a successful week look like? What are the key top priorities I need to get done this week? And if there was just one thing that I could achieve this week, what would it be? Once you've asked those 3 questions, I think you should write down, everything you want to achieve in that week. And then you should just go through and break it down day by day, making sure that you only have 3 things you're doing on a daily basis. I've tried this technique and it is so helpful, because essentially because you've planned for the week and you've broken it down to a daily task, you're not overwhelmed with 100 things you need to do, because you've really taken the time to break it down. Another useful tip I picked up that has been a real game changer when it comes to using these particular types of diary is using the time blocking strategy. I recently came across this term when I was reading Deep Work, and it's, oh my gosh, it's literally changed everything for me. It's all around the simple notion of that you can use your diary and actually, write out hour by hour, or whether it's before work, during work, lunchtime, after work. You can time block within your diary just to make sure that everything is super clear and you know exactly where all your time is being allocated. I think this is great because sometimes if you're like me where your time just, wanders and you're not too sure what is going on, this technique can really help you to be, disciplined with your time and just making sure that you know exactly what you are doing. So the next technique when it comes to organizing for the new year ahead, I picked up this strategy from V. I love it, and I was just like, yes, I'm going to really, adopt this. And I just think it's great. In one of her videos, she was talking about how she's planning, her year 2022, and one thing she's doing is using different notebooks for different areas of her life. And I was just like, that is actually genius, because what I normally do is I have one journal which I love, but that has everything in it, and I don't think that's the best way of using it because your mind can become scattered. You're not really clear on where everything is. When you need to pull out something to reference to, you're looking through, every diary, and it's just not the best or effective way to move and do things. So I think the approach of having a designated notebook for each section of your life is just super helpful. So this year there's 3 things that I've got notebooks for, and it's just helpful already because it just means that I can have a space where I just plan and just block everything down. So my notebooks are this year, I really want to focus. The first one is just like my life plan. I think just taking the time out from time to time to think about am I happy with the way that my life is going? Am I living the life that I want? I'm gonna start this thing every week at the end of the week called almost like a big think session, where I say to myself, is there any crazy ideas or crazy things or new things that I want to do, whether it's meet different kinds of people, join new kinds of projects or clubs, things that are crazy, but they're going to help me grow and expand my knowledge more than I can ever imagine, and really push me outside my comfort zone. So I think a lot of the things that I will be in this think session I'm going to be planning, I'm going to be putting them in this notebook or for my life plan. Then the next notebook I have is mainly just for my personal brand. I think now this is something that I'm really going to be focusing on. So YouTube, Instagram and TikTok, especially TikTok. I love TikTok and I've just been learning so much on that app. I love YouTube, I love Instagram, I really do, but I think TikTok is a great space to be in. So I want to be making sure that all any ideas or even the script that I have, this script that I had for this YouTube video, it was written inside here. So a lot of the scripts that I have, or just writing, or just any ideas, are going to go into this notebook, and yeah, just everything is in one space. Lastly, the last book I have is just any businesses / side hustles that I'm working on, or projects. All my ideas are going to just go in here, and I just have one space where I can just plan if I have any meetings or any ideas or campaigns that I'm thinking of doing. Everything really just goes into here as well. So now I really want to focus on digital products that have really helped me with when it comes to managing my time and planning effectively in 2021. And these are definitely products I'm going to be using in 2022. So there's 2 main things here that I want to discuss. Number 1 is Notion. So I literally came across Notion in January 2021, and oh my gosh guys, it's changed everything for me. I love it so much, and it's just so great. So if you're not aware of what Notion is, you're thinking, what this is, it's actually an all-in-one workspace which you can use for pretty much any task or anything that you may need to do. So I normally use it for social media, so planning out maybe my content, as well as putting my reading notes in there, because I just find it great to keep everything all in one place and really clean. And then when I listen to podcasts as well, I normally put my notes in Notion as well. But I know so many people who use Notion to track habits, to track loads of different things, and I know definitely you can use it to your ability. And I'm sure loads of my friend Lamade has actually released her own digital planner which functions on Notion, and it is great, honestly. And I've been actually waiting for this product for such a long time, because it's a great space and way to just plan every area of your life out, and she's made it so dense and so thorough where you can you know, really track, you know, habits and making sure that you are achieving your goals efficiently and effectively. So if you're interested in, you know, having a digital planner which runs on Notion. Another thing that has changed my life, and it's like I've been so exposed to it, like, you know, forever. But I think when you're like growing up and now adulting, right, everything, like, nothing happens unless you book a meeting, right, into your calendar. If it's not in the calendar, sorry sis, but it ain't be happening, because like honestly I can see it. And like Google Calendars has literally changed my life this year. Like I'm booking in like all my meetings outside of work, or you know, just making sure that like if there's daily tasks I need to do, such as gym or reading before work, I'm able to plan and put together a schedule just to make sure that my time is allocated. I know exactly what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, and I don't, you know, run behind on anything that I need to be tracking and doing. So I cannot stress Google Calendar, and actually taking the time out on a weekly basis just to look through your week plan and make sure that everything is in its correct place and you have a plan for your week. Yeah, like I feel like, you know, I wasn't even too sure to like include this, because I know a lot of us are aware of like Google Calendar, but I didn't really start using it effectively until this year, like when I was just like, snap, like my time is going, I'm making commitments, I'm double booking, you know, a lot of things. I need to make sure that like I see everything on my laptop and on my phone, and it has been a real game changer. Okay, so guys, I know that I've mentioned a lot of strategies to help with, you know, managing your time and just making sure that you are really effective in 2022. I'm also super excited to announce, I've been looking forward to this moment. Follow me on Instagram, you know that I always share reminders for women in particular, which I love doing, and I've actually developed my own guidebook, 120 reminders for the whole year, and I've broken those down into 12 key areas of my life which you can use over the year 2022. I can't wait. I'm really excited about this, and everything comes with a workbook to make sure that it's actually practical, and you know how to use this and make sure that you're not just only reading these great reminders, you're able to actually practically apply it to your life. So I'm really excited for that. It is out now, which is great, and then yeah, I just hope that it's, you know, helped you know, as many women as possible. Also within that, and I think this is my favorite feature, right, we will text you the reminders every 4 days, so you actually have them throughout the whole of 2022. I like that. I like that a lot. And essentially, I just hope these reminders, you know, as you know, this month I'm really talking about, like, you know, how we can be the best of ourselves through things I've learned, through things I've heard from other people. Just, you know, I'm reading and I want to share, and I'm trying out. I'm going to keep myself accountable. You know, I hope that this is another way that we can, like, you know, really level up and change and grow. Let me know if like you're adopting any strategies or any of this you may be applying, or if anything is helpful. And yeah, that's it for today. Shall catch you guys very, very soon. See ya. Bye.